Welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums, where we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. It's brought to you by Coca-Cola, Louisiana Lottery, Cox Communications, Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, McLean Financial Group, Communities of Color Network, the Louisiana Campaign for a Tobacco-Free Louisiana, and Jerry Lane Enterprises. Hello and welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Coach, we're coming to the folks from 6224 Plank Road, the End Zone. We invite you to come out, hang out with us as we shoot every Monday night about 7 o'clock and have a little Southern University Jaguar football conversation with Coach after the show. Coach, open date came at a great time, gives you and your team an opportunity to rest up for the SWAC stretch run, gives some of your players time to heal up from knickknacks and injuries. But the reality is all of our goals are in front of us, Coach. You know, the SWAC championship, the opportunity to play for the ring again, it's still all right there.
Well, you know, that's exactly correct. You know, just take it one day at a time. You know, we got some much needed rest during the bye week. Guys got refocused, and, you know, it's a different atmosphere. You know, you're right where you want to be at this point in time in the season. You control your own destiny, but at the end of the day, you got to win football games, and everything is about the opponent that's in front of us. And I know it's going to be a hostile environment once we go up there, but we're excited about the opportunity to continue this season and continue towards that ultimate goal.
Coach, before a certification gate and before injuries, you had a pretty stocked team, you know, 5 or 6 deep at running back, 10 deep at wide receiver. And, you know, it goes to show you the game of football can deplete your resources, but you've been able to hold it together by giving the other kids opportunities to play, and they've stepped up. I mean, at some point, you had walk-ons starting on the offensive line.
Well, exactly. You know, we got the mentality next guy up, and that's really a testament to our program, is giving guys an opportunity that prove they deserve a chance to be out there on game day. Some guys went down for various reasons, but the next guy stepped in and gave us an opportunity to be sitting at 4-3, and we know that once we got to the bye week, we'll get some other guys back, and we welcome those guys back, and we thank those other guys for stepping up.
Well, Coach, as we usually do on an open date, we put together a little highlight package of the first 7 games of the season, and we're going to show you some of those highlights from our first couple of games. And here you see Willie Quinn catching one against USL and making a good gainer, Coach.
Yes, he's had an outstanding first half of the football season, and you can see he's one of the most electrifying players in our conference.
Nice touchdown catch there in the USL game. One of the pleasant surprises of the season, Coach. You know, your defensive backfield led by that young man, Danny Johnson, a true freshman.
Well, he's done a great job stepping in, and you can see his athleticism, and he makes great plays and timely plays.
Coach, how fast is Willie Quinn in the 40-yard dash?
I think he's faster than the guy that's always chasing him. So,
So are you a believer, Coach, in all of that 4.4, 4.3 speed is not important? It's all about being able to get away from the guy who's behind you?
Well, I believe that can you play with that speed, and that's what it's all about. Some guys that maybe 4.4 don't play 4.4 when you cut the lights on, but I like the way Willie Quinn plays when the lights come on. When you look at him, you don't believe he's that fast, but I just believe he's as quick as he is fast. But one thing about it, once he get out in front of you, he rarely get caught.
He is a star. Another star is Justin Morgan, the guy who caught a touchdown right before Willie Quinn. And it's been fun to watch him play and develop as well, Coach.
Well, he's another guy that's been blessed with athletic ability. You know, he has great talent, has great speed, and I mean, that wide receiver core is dangerous, especially when all of them are healthy.
Look, talk about him, and then you see him make 2 plays right there. This is Deontay Shorts. Shorts started the season as our starting quarterback, Coach. Is he going to be back for J-State? I'm hearing he's going to be back.
Yes, he practiced today, ran around a little bit, said he feels good, and, you know, it's exciting to see him back on the sidelines.
Well, there you have it. some clips from the first 3 or 4 games of the year. When we come back, we'll talk more SU Jaguar football on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums.
This could be your year with the Saints scratch-off from the lottery. Win up to $100,000. Enter the second chance drawing for a chance to win the Saints behind-the-scenes fan experience. Make this your year with the Saints scratch-off from the lottery. Win up to $100,000.
Cox has doubled the speed of our internet, so we will stream with abandon.
We will shop online for colorful duct tape while streaming True Blood on HBO Go and watching random tutorials.
Watch the kale, please.
We will stream the game. No, we will stream the games.
We will watch a bunch of videos about peregrine falcons because they are the fastest animals alive.
We are
Cox customers.
And we are now
Twice as fast.
We are doubling internet speeds. Learn more today at cox.com/internet.
You don't have to understand the physics of flying to fly easy. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport.
Champions know adversity. It's coded in their DNA. But when that defining moment arises, champions embrace adversity, then seek to conquer it. We are Jaguars.
Scholars.
Warriors.
Family. Champions.
And this is Southern.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Coach, you guys got out on the recruiting trail this weekend, had a chance to see a bunch of games. How many games did you and your staff actually get a chance to go to?
Well, I don't know exactly how many games, but I know we had guys in Houston area. We had guys throughout the state of Louisiana. So a lot of guys were out on the road Thursday and Friday, beating that recruiting trail. So it was great to see them out on the road. A lot of high school players got a chance to see us come through their high school, and we got a chance to watch several football games. So we was excited about the opportunity to get out early.
Coach, the game of football just seems to continue to evolve. I know when I'm out watching high school kids that, I coached as youngsters or my son is friends with, I'm always amazed at the talent that these kids have today. And, you look at a kid and you say, this kid can play in college, and then some kids you go, this kid can be developed. What does Coach Dawson Odums look for in a kid? Do you look for somebody that can play immediately, or do you look for somebody that you can develop into a player?
Well, I think it just depends on the position. We'll take size that we can develop, but mostly what you look for is guys that fit your character makeup. And we have an investigative approach to what we're trying to recruit. We want guys to come in and fit the chemistry of what we're looking for from a discipline aspect, from an academic aspect, and just putting all those ingredients together and making sure that we have the right ingredients for the recipe that we're trying to build at Southern University.
Coach, looking at this year's team, 2 of your true leaders are true freshmen. Quarterback Austin Howard, true freshman. Defensive back Danny Johnson, true freshman. These guys, when they came in, did you know they had the skills to immediately impact the program?
Well, I think as you put money into recruiting and You know, I don't think you go out on the road to recruit young men who cannot come in and help your program right away. We don't talk about redshirting to individuals. We recruit guys and we let them know based on your ability and getting in and learning our systems early, we'll help you get on the field. And if you can play, we're going to play you. You know, we don't hold guys out and try to get them ready for the next year. If they're able to play as freshmen, we welcome that. You know, I think as much football as some of these guys have played in high school, that's why you're able to see more freshmen ready to play once they get to college.
Well, we've got another highlight package for you of more games from the first 7 games. And, you know, Coach, again, that's a young man right there, Leonard Tillery, who's really stood in the gap through all the injuries in the running back core.
Leonard has really been, you know, the backbone of our football team this first half of the season. Talking about a young man who wasn't a starter and worked his way, got in the tank a little bit, got discouraged, but I met with him and he sees the benefits of just being patient and being ready when your name's called. I'm so proud of him. That's the kind of character young man we want to recruit.
You saw Willie Quinn take one back 98 yards against Prairie View. Here's another interception, key interception by your defensive backfield. Coach, tight ends are getting involved a little bit more as the season has gone along.
Well, you know, I think that's really the trick to being a great offense is those tight ends, man. They can really stretch the field, especially working over the middle of the field, give you an opportunity to get big guys matched up on safeties.
Guy's name that's called quite often, Justin Morgan doing his thing, and there he is, Mr. Excitement. Willie Quinn getting out and doing his thing. Oh, that's Quinn. Yeah. And here he is again getting into the end zone, juking and jiving. Coach, talk about some of the running backs. Are we going to get Bracken back this year?
Yes, he worked out today. He looks good. You know, he's been out for some time, but we're getting healthy at the right time. You know, we got a lot of guys that's missed some time, but it's glad to see him back today. He was out catching punts, so he's healthy, and we just look forward to him going down the stretch, being a part of our offense.
Great return there by Danny Johnson. Another great catch. Is that Altman, Coach?
Yes, that's Sam
Altman taking it in, bulling into the end zone. And here's Mr. Willie Quinn showing his arm strength, throwing a touchdown. Coach, you've got a nice package of offense. Have you been pleased with your offensive output?
Well, yes, and I just think, you know, we can get better. I just tell them I believe in being simple. The more we simplify things and allow our athleticism to take over, the better I think we'll be going down the stretch. We have talent. If you just give them a chance to get the ball and work in space, I really like our chances.
Super catch by Justin Morgan. Awesome sack by Arthur Miley and Mr. Tiller during those Alabama A&M games. Coach, again, great first half of the season. The Jaguars overcame a lot of challenges, and they are poised for the stretch run. When we come back, we'll talk about our Cox Players of the Week for the open week and look ahead to Jackson State. Stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums.
Did you know smoking and tobacco use damages nearly every organ in your body? Don't you think you deserve more than heart disease, lung disease, cancer? Stay away from the toxic chemicals of tobacco and smoking. Tobacco smoke hurts anyone who breathes it, including family and friends. Communities of Color Network supports a tobacco-free Louisiana.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
I saw a picture of myself and I couldn't believe that I was that big. Blue Cross helped me with my weight loss journey by providing me with the resources that I needed to live a healthier lifestyle. There's the Blue 365. They offer affordable gym memberships, and also they have weight management tools on there. I feel much better. I have a long journey ahead of me, but I feel that I've come a long way as well.
Corvette,
Tahoe,
Camaro,
Cadillac,
We're a Jerry Lane family.
It's always been Jerry.
I've never seen so many priced so low.
Jerry Lane.
A home run every time.
Always lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show, where we come to you each Monday night about 7 o'clock from the End Zone, Daiquiris and Bar, located at 6224 Plank Road. Coach, at this time every show, we do the Cox Players of the Week. Of course, we had an open week, so we're talking about Cox Players of the Week who lead by example, who do well in the classroom, young men who are striving to be more than athletes. Who are those guys for this week?
Well, you know, we have 3 guys that I think represent our program very well. They all have received their degree. They're graduate students in the program. Brian McCain, who's a fantastic student athlete for us, over 3.0. Jaleel Richardson is another guy that's received his degree, and Javon Allen. All these guys have received their degree, and they're in grad school, and they represent what our program stands for.
There you go. Congratulations, gentlemen. He's talking about our fullback / linebacker, Brian McCain, Jaleel Richardson, defensive back and return man, and Javon Allen, defensive guy extraordinaire. Coach, moving right along, we usually have a player interview during this time. Of course, we didn't have one this year, but we want to talk about the SWAC standings. Right now, the SWAC to me is wide open. There you see the East standings. Alcorn State sits on the top. They're 6-2 overall, 4-1 in the SWAC. They beat TSU, Coach, this week, 40-25. Next is Alabama State at 3-2. They were off this week. J-State, our next opponent, is third at 1-3. Then Alabama A&M at 1-3. Then Valley at 1-5. Coach, looks like Alcorn State is in the driver's seat, but there's still a few football games to be played.
Yes, a lot of football games left to be played, and Alcorn State's a tremendous football team. Coach Hopkins does a great job of getting that football team ready, and it's going to be interesting going down the stretch. You got to win the games that are in front of you, and you can't worry about the ones that are behind you. And whichever team get hot and plays outstanding football and smart football down the stretch is going to have an opportunity to win that East.
In the SWAC West, the G-Men, Grambling State, sits atop at 5-0. Total surprise. They're coming off a 0-10 season, but they blasted UAPB 63-39 for homecoming this weekend. Coach, did you see Graham turning it around from 0-10 last year?
Well, yes, I thought they had a lot of talent when we played against them, and I think Coach has done a great job since he's taken over. Coach Fobbs is an outstanding coach, come from an outstanding coaching pedigree. I actually coached for his father and understand, what kind of man he is, and understand that his sons are the same kind of character. And, it's just outstanding to see the Grambling State program back. I think that does great for our conference. It's good to see them having some success. And once again, it's all about what you do with the games in front of you. And our side is wide open as well, and we look forward to being in contention on it.
Coach, in second place, it's us or Texas Southern, depending on the poll you look at. Here on this poll, you see we're at 3-1. TSU is at 3-2. But TSU, are they eligible, Coach, to go to the SWAC championship game?
Well, to my knowledge, I had spoken with their coach a while back. They were trying to appeal it, but it was, to my understanding, that they are not eligible to play for it this year. Don't know how the appeal came out, but if everything came out in their favor, they would be able to play for it. So, but they're on our side. That's a game we got left on our schedule that we'll have to play. And the good thing about it, the teams that are in contention on our side got to play each other, and that's going to make it interesting going down the stretch.
After TSU, Prairie View is at 3-3, and of course UAPB at 0-4. Coach, perfect situation is we win out, Grambling wins out, setting up the Bayou Classic for the SWAC West Championship and a trip to the SWAC Championship. Don't you agree?
Well, yes, I think that's where it's at right now, and it's about both teams playing well and taking care of business. And, we can't really worry about what they're doing over there, and we try to tell our guys stay focused on what we got to get done. The biggest game on our schedule is played this Saturday, and it's the one that's in front of us. It's the most important one, and that's where all our focus is. And we're getting excited about preparation, getting ready to go up to Jackson State and take on a very good Jackson State Tiger football team.
Well, when we come back, we'll look at that big game, J-State at Mississippi Memorial next Saturday. Stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums.
5 times, 10 times, 20 times, 50 times the cash. Get yours today from the Louisiana Lottery. Multiply your play.
Cox has doubled the speed of our internet, so we will stream with abandon.
We will shop online for colorful duct tape while streaming True Blood on HBO Go and watching random tutorials.
Watch the kale, please.
We will stream the game. No, we will stream the games.
We will watch a bunch of videos about peregrine falcons because they are the fastest animals alive.
We are
Cox customers.
And we are now
Twice as fast.
We are doubling internet speeds. Learn more today at cox.com/internet.
You don't have to understand the physics of flying to fly easy. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show. Coach, our next game is at what I believe to be the best pure college football experience that I've experienced, Southern University, Jackson State, Mississippi Memorial Coliseum.
Well, it's an electrifying environment. I had a chance to go up there 2 years ago, and I really think that it's an awesome atmosphere. I think both teams have great fan support, and they look forward to playing against each other. And the close proximity of each school makes it even that much more of a rivalry.
Coach, I think it's the generations of alumni. I think it's the families. I think it's the tailgate. I think it's the trash talk. Like you said, it's only 2.5 hours up the road. Usually the weather's great this time of the year. It's a little cooler, so it's not as hot. So the tailgating scene is awesome. Most of all, if the Tigers and the Jaguars are both playing well, it sets up to be a great game. And I've seen where it's been over 60,000 people in Mississippi Memorial Coliseum. I do have a question for you. You're from MEAC country. Is there a game as big as this in MEAC country?
Well, yes, I think when you look at the two teams that play each other in the MEAC that has the possibility of drawing large crowds is always the Bethune-Cookman versus FAMU down in the Florida Classic. And when they used to play in the Classic, they play at home and away now. When you put North Carolina Central and North Carolina A&T playing against each other. So those schools are about the only schools in the MEAC that can get that kind of environment and excitement when you start talking about the atmosphere that's going to be at Jackson State this weekend.
Coach, enough external stuff. Let's talk football. So far, J-State, new coach, 3-4 overall record, 1-3 in the East. What do the Tigers like to do on offense and defense?
Well, offensively, they run in that run and shoot style offense. A lot of pistol where the running back lines up right behind the quarterback, and I think they want to throw the ball. I think when you look at them, they try to pass the football. They're about 60% to 40% run-pass ratio. So, but they have an opportunity to try to work on their running game. Defensively, we haven't been very well against it this year. We're improving. So, coming out of the bye week, you expect them to have a few wrinkles, and we just got to get ready and go play. Defensively, they're going to come at you. You know, they're very big, can run. They multiple. They 3 down, 4 down, pressure packages. So we'll have our hands full, but we're going to have a great week of preparation and have a clear mind when we go up there to make sure we take care of business.
Coach, of course, J-State has a new coach. Rick Comagee is at Mississippi Valley now, and there's a new gentleman, Harold Jackson, a former J-State player from the 60s, is a new coach at J-State. What do you know of Coach Jackson?
I just know he's the new head coach at Jackson State, and you know he's trying to get a program back to the success they had under Coach Comagee. You know, I think Comagee in 6 years played for the championship 4 times, and you know it's hard to duplicate that as a coach. I know he's trying to get his systems in place and get his fingerprint on that program, and right, it's not going the way he would like for it to go, but he's working hard. His staff is working hard to build that program back to what the fans up there love it to be.
Well, of course, we need the Jaguar Nation out up there at Jackson State. Coach, we're going to get out of this segment and get on to the last segment. Stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show. Good luck in Jackson.
Thank you.
Did you know smoking and tobacco use damages nearly every organ in your body? Don't you think you deserve more than heart disease, lung disease, cancer? Stay away from the toxic chemicals of tobacco and smoking. Tobacco smoke hurts anyone who breathes it, including family and friends. Communities of Color Network supports a tobacco-free Louisiana.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
You can count on Jerry Lane.
Promises made, promises kept. Jerry Lane is outstanding.
Jerry Lane, it's always been Jerry.
Service, selection, they've got it all.
You can count on Jerry Lane.
Always lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
I've been a Blue Cross customer for 19 years.
No matter what happens to me, no matter where I am, I can pull out my card and I know I'm going to be covered and not have any issues.
I feel safe with that card in my wallet.
Blue Cross Blue Shield is going to be there for you no matter what you run into.
They stand behind you when you're in need.
They look out for my well-being. They have my best interests at heart.
They were always there.
You couldn't ask for a better insurance.
Blue Cross Blue Shield is the best.
I wouldn't dare change from Blue Cross. They've been there for me.
Go Jags!